know you're probably thinking, where's your hat, Connor? You've never not had a hat on in this show. Well, it's right here. Let me just grab this. Oh my gosh, what is that? It's Masters Week. Let's go! It's time. It's here. I'm so excited. I'm a big golf fan in general, but there's just something special about the Masters. It's crazy. I'm also drinking from my lovely Masters mug. Oh my goodness. It's delicious. It's delicious. It just makes coffee taste better. It's so good. Big, big, big shout outs to our friends Millie and Nick. They went down to a practice round in Augusta earlier this week and brought back a whole bunch of merch. They're the best. So thank you so much for getting it. Masters Week is here. I'm coming to you live from Atlanta, Georgia. I wish I was coming to you from a different A town in Georgia, that being Augusta, at Augusta National Golf Club. If you're not familiar, how could you not be? But the Masters is probably the biggest tournament of the season. It's the first major, and we got some great stuff going on. Tiger is literally on my TV right now. Tiger Woods playing in the Masters again and playing pretty dang well. Spoilers, but playing pretty well. There's just something amazing about the Masters. Cue the music. I'm kidding. The tradition. The tagline for the Masters. It's a tradition unlike any other, and that could not be more accurate. From Magnolia Lane and Augusta National to the pimento cheese sandwiches and the egg salad sandwiches and the crazy rules about Augusta. No phones, no running, no chairs. The whole shebang about the mystique of Augusta. And then you've got, some of the most epic battles of all times. You've got Jack Nicklaus and all his history there. You've got one of my favorite memories of the Masters was Tiger winning it back in 2019, when nobody thought that he could do it, and he pulled out another green jacket win. It's just magnificent. And then to hear the players talk about Augusta, I've never been there myself. I'd love to go. But to hear the players talk about it, I saw a video, I think it was Justin Thomas, that was talking about he'd never seen a squirrel at Augusta. You don't see pine cones on the ground, and all these crazy speculations about how they keep the ground so pristine and the azaleas and just everything that goes on there. They said it's literally just like the most perfect place on earth, and that everything is done so intentionally. That's, I think, one of the biggest thing that I love about it is just this, that everything is taken up a notch. Everything is done with a little bit more intentionality, with a little more purpose, with thought behind it, and with reasoning behind it, and things that ultimately make you feel like you're a part of something incredible and special. Whether you're attending there or being a player there, for me to be able to see that through television or through documentaries or whatever, having never been there myself, I can only imagine what it's like to be there. And that is like just next level. It's just crazy. So we've read this book recently, both Mandy and myself actually. It's written by Will Guidara, and it's called Unreasonable Hospitality. Will Guidara is one of the past co-owners of a restaurant in New York City called 11 Madison Park. And they are 3 Michelin stars, 5 stars from the New York Times. They were rated the #1 restaurant in the world a few years ago, back when Will co-owned it. And they got there through what he calls unreasonable hospitality. So can't recommend his book enough. It's super good. It's all about the touches and the special things that they did to elevate 11 Madison Park to 3 Michelin stars and to the #1 restaurant in the world. But I think the concepts apply anywhere. We've been thinking about them in terms of our store Piggy Joe's. I've been thinking about them over the last couple months in terms of my interactions with my partners and my customers here at Store Magic. But I think that speaks to something that I love about the restaurant industry, which is the concept of hospitality, of how you treat people and the experience that you give them. It's been a big theme through our lives. And I love to see those little touches of things that you do, that people do to make things special. So, things specifically regarding the Masters, things like the Champions Dinner, where the defending champion gets to choose the menu. And then to see the coverage of John Rahm's Champions Dinner this year come out, and his Spanish tapas and all the things that they did. And it's just like this incredible meal. And you've got all the past winners of the Masters and their green jackets there, and you get the picture come out of all of them, and it's crazy. It's crazy. It's so cool. So even if you're not a golf fan, I would encourage you, watch a documentary about Augusta, watch the Masters coverage this weekend. It's fantastic, and people just up their game to another level. this weekend in Augusta. So I can't wait to watch the rest of the tournament. Got to start this morning by seeing the end of the first round, seeing some of my favorites play. I think this year I'm pulling for a couple folks. I'm definitely pulling for Tiger, obviously. The fact that he's still competitive after everything he's been through, after almost having his leg amputated, and he's out here contending at the Masters. Like, come on, that's insane. And he's been at the tippy top of the sport for so long. It's crazy. Talking about current tippy top, obviously Scottie Scheffler is head and shoulders the best golfer in the world right now. He is out of his mind playing golf, and he's continued it in Augusta so far. Mandy loves Scottie Scheffler. I love Scottie Scheffler. I'd love to see him pull it out. Obviously, I'm rooting for Rory. I'd love for him to get the career Grand Slam. That a green jacket is all he's missing to complete that. I think with everything that he's been through over the last couple of years, being thrust into not only having to play golf at the top of his game at the most competitive level in the world, but also having to be embroiled in this battle between LIV and PGA, and being the guy advocating to keep people on the PGA Tour, and all that pressure that got thrown on him. I'd love to see him finish his story and become the sixth person to complete the career Grand Slam. Man, seeing Rory get a green jacket on Sunday would be pretty cool. For the most part, I think that the LIV guys can go cry into their hundreds of millions of dollars and go play on their whatever tour they want to play with. It's cool for them. Their events are very fun, I'm sure, but I just don't have any interest in watching it. Go take your hundreds of millions and go play mini golf for all I care. And there's a lot of players that I've really liked that have gone to LIV. Dustin Johnson, used to like Phil quite a bit. So Ian Poulter, I mean, those guys, great golfers, nothing against them, but I don't really have any interest in seeing any of them win. I'd rather a PGA Tour guy win it, except for, let me just be clear, except for Brooks Koepka, which is really weird that I have to say that, and that I'm finding myself rooting for him because I've said on here a couple times now, I've loved Full Swing. Both seasons of it have been fantastic, and he definitely got the villain edit on season 1 of Full Swing. And because of that, Mandy can't stand him. She follows him on social media now, and she's like, I don't like him, blah, 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 which I totally understand why. But something about him coming back from injury and his story of why he took the money to go to LIV, I am a little bit more, I guess, lenient with. I don't mind it as much, and so I'm definitely rooting for Brooks to come and do some magic here at the Masters. If he were to win it, I wouldn't be too upset, but I think I'm pulling for Rory or Tiger so far. Scotty is amazing. So yeah, so that's me. I'm going to have some great pimento cheese sandwiches this weekend. We got it stocked in the fridge. I'm going to wear white and this hat I'm probably not going to take off the rest of the weekend. Find some good couch time and do it. It's also my niece's birthday this weekend, so happy birthday, Zoe. We're very much looking forward to her birthday party. I think Mandy is buying her an animal right now, so favorite aunt status is shooting through the roof, I think. But I hope you all have a great weekend. Thanks for tuning in. Enjoy the Masters, enjoy some coffee, and I'll see you down Magnolia Lane.